our people can benefit from. Decide to listen. You know, we're not gonna, we'll just set this so that our people can benefit. You see, when we scatter all over the place, we got no strength. We got no strength. But when we can come together, it's the unity, you know, it's a thing, you know. The unity. You know, I'm going to go back to the Grammy, start from there, so. Something I watch from my youth. And people going like, oh, I win a Grammy. I said, black people should be ashamed to win a Grammy in a 2024. Why? Because you have to get approval from the master. The less talented, I have to tell you, say, especially if you come from like the Caribbean, Jamaicans, and Caribbean people, you get a Grammy in a corner, not on live broadcast, because you don't respect you or count you. You understand? Why you couldn't develop Sting and Sunsplash to something big in the Caribbean? That's when I can your award count. An African award. How much talented people in Africa. You understand? An African award. When it say make it so that people want to leave from us and come there and hope that them get one of your Grammy. One of your whatever you want to call it. Tommy, Sammy, Granny, whatever you want to call it. But your award. Understand? And make it the biggest. You see, the slave mindset is just in our people so that to the highest level. Understand? I have to make our children and our grandchildren come and realize, say, listen man, them kind of mindset that we don't want our younger people them to come and have them mindsets so that if this world should have continue for another 100 years, you understand? You phase out all the slave book them, pre-slave days book them. That is still using in the colleges and in the universities and in the preschools. Phase them out. You understand? Teach about your era, your people, you know, the struggle that them go through. You understand? Those should be headline in the curriculum, headline in the syllabuses, headline in the things so that they can know, you know. Teach about the wicked brutalities. Don't hide nothing. That same people afflict upon each other. So that they realize that, listen, it's not right for you to afflict, cause name and all sort of things that it's despicable to even to speak about. Write about man like Leopold, who have killed millions of Africans. Write about the things, teach those in school and show the kids are listening. We set it so that this does not reoccur. Figure out the solution. See the problem. Find the solution. Teach it so that it become beneficiary to the generations to come. Understand? Knowledge and wisdom we are dealing with now. We're not going to, and wealth. Knowledge, wisdom, and wealth. Because without wealth, you can't do nothing. Without wealth, you cannot do nothing. You can't do nothing for your children. You can't leave nothing for your children. Understand? You have to realize you could be working in the most prestigious company, and if I don't own the company, your family cannot be benefited from it. Don't matter who own the company. Don't matter how prestigious you want to say, I work at the most prestigious firm or I teach at the most prestigious university. It better you don't teach at a prestigious university and you own one where you are the next brother or sister own that don't have a prestigious name, that you can leave it to your children that them can make it a prestigious as the years go by. But because we have the slave mentality, we see ourselves as slave. You know what I mean? It's of the slavish mentality. We can't see a way out. Can I leave my job for my grandkids? No matter how long I've been working there. No matter if I get for the past 25 years, you've been getting employee after month. For the past 30 years, you never miss a day at work. Can you leave that job to your grandchildren? No. No. If the job, after working there 30 years, and if the job decides that they want to close, and if a new company take it over, and decides that I'm going to fire all of the old workers, and sometimes company just buy out a company just to park it, fire everybody and park it, so that them have them own agenda that they want to push. After working there 30 or 40 years, can you leave it to anyone when the job is no longer in existence? See, we have to start to think now and say, boy, the slave days business have to be over. Our mind have to free. First thing you have to free your mind. Your mind got to be free. Before God and man, your mind got to be free, completely free. You're free to speak, you're free to act and to react. And you know, definitely say, in your heart, you make God govern your heart. Grant you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and also wealth. Because, you see, black people, we scared to talk about forget the wealth. And we never been taught how to make preparation for generation. When you read Matthew chapter 1, and when you read, after 14 generation, this thing happened. After 14 generation, that thing happened. After 14 generation, that thing happened. If somebody was not keeping track of their roots, the heritage, to know how many generation, how many family going on down the line, we wouldn't have got that. So we have to start to now, from now, realize that whatever we do, we're doing it for generations to come. Generations. I'm not telling you, don't look for the pie in the sky. Don't go to heaven and get the milk and the honey and the cookie. But get some here on earth also that we can leave as a legacy. Get some, because if you look, all the people that are telling us, wait till you go to heaven and die, and go to heaven and walk on streets of gold. They rob the golds, they steal everything, they capture every land, everything. So they're not thinking about get the cookie up there too. Why they want everything down here? Everything. So they don't want some of the cookie up there too. Yes, they want the cookie up there, but they want some down here. So it's time now for we as our people now to say, let's listen. We are lost in the race. We are lost in the human race. Let's even come third place. Try to even come third until we can take it back into first. You have to understand. And we all have to come to a place. Just like how when those guys decided to say, listen, they make a pact to say, this is how we're going to treat Africa and Africans, no matter where they exist across the globe. Somebody make the decision for you. It is time now for us as a people. And let's start. How can we start to make the decisions? You know what I mean? I remember when I first came to the United States, and some of the narrative where you get about Africans wasn't good. That's like Africa is the worst place in the world, you know. Even the black kids, them, you know, would curse them one another and call them African, and we buy into the narrative and we believe. But check out Africa. Go any part on the continent and see if the narrative where you get, and when you go there, you will see for yourself. You understand? Let us realize that the white man, look out for the white man. The Chinaman, look out for the Chinaman. The Spanish, they look out for the Spanish. Only we can look out for each other. Let us start to look out for each other. I am my brother's keeper. I am my brother's keeper. It's not because you hate no other race why you want your race to be good and do good. Which father, only a father who's stupid or their mind screwed up, want to see their children do bad. Every good father want them children to come out better than them, do better, much better than them. In every shape, way, and form. So I plead to all the Africans all over the globe. Africans, Brazil, Haiti, Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad, Guyana, United States, Africans are Africa, Canada, all over the world. It is time and right time, high time, now for us to see ourselves as a people, as a unit, together. Because it was a decision to disfranchise us by scattering us. Somebody make that decision to scatter us. We did not scatter by ourselves. We did not jump on a ship and gone to Jamaica, gone to Haiti, gone to Barbados, gone to England, gone to Australia, gone to these places. Somebody bring us to where we go, to our destination. Take us from where we are. So we have to figure out now, understand, how to come back together. Because if we don't have no unity, it's not going to be better for us. It's going to be worse. It's going to be worse, 10 times worse than what you see. Your great-great-great-great-grandchildren going to go into a worse of slavery. Yes, they might have more PhD than ever. But them gonna still be slave, and worse. The more education them get, the more them gonna be slave. It might sound ridiculous. It might sound as if I don't know what I'm saying. But just look into what is going on. Look into what is going on. And if everything is nice to you, you know, because to some people, them already die and reach a heaven, you know. Some people want them reach America, you know. And some people want them become an athlete. Once them become an entertainer, they may already die and go to heaven. So if you already die and go to heaven, you know, it's good for you. But I'm talking for those who conscious and knows that them eyes mind are hoping. Release yourself from mental slavery. None but yourself can free your mind. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. And once the mind cannot think for itself, it's only the narrative, Bob said. Them taught only what them teach us is what we know. But you're so ignorant. If you think it's just what you teach me, I know. You're so ignorant. Because freedom of the mind is the greatest power that a man can ever achieve. That's the highest level to become oneness with God when the mind is free. To be hearing from the Almighty. To know that you are a creative product of the God who made the universe. Who tell you that man should live. Every man have an equal right to live and be free. Don't matter what color or class or race they may be. Every man got an equal right to live and to be free. The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, and all they that dwell therein. And we are on earth. We're not gone on the street of gold yet, we're upon earth still. And it is the Lord and the fullness. And it is your right to live and to be free. Because every man got an equal right to live and to be free. Peace out. One love, one God, one heart, one destiny. Black people unite. Black people unite. Black people unite. Without Africa free and Africa unite, we will be treated in a last class status, no matter how much money you got. It's still a last class. Still a last class. God me say, you know. God me say. And remember, man say man go heaven, but him would have kill every human being and take with everything that him have on earth. Fight every type of war. Just to know that they control everything. Everything. All the gold, all the silver. Everything. And we so set that as long as we go to heaven, we don't care if we leave anything for our children and grandchildren. Because that's how our mindset. That's the narrative that we were taught. See, if God does look for people to come to heaven, the moment you believe in Him, Let us kill and take you to heaven, because God lonely and want people to come to heaven, can walk on the street of gold. That's why I give you a life to live here on earth. That's when the day comes that you have to depart, you can look back and say, well done, thou good and faithful servant. What you have done with the knowledge, the ability, the skills, the finance, and everything that I have gave to you, what have you done with it? How did you use it for the betterment of mankind? Who have you helped? Who have you taught? Who have you lead in the right path? Who have you helped? It was all about you and you alone and just your family and your close associates? Or you see yourself as one to make a difference? Peace out all the time. One God, one destiny, one order. You have to love God. And if you cannot say I love God and you hate people, say I don't hate no race of people, but what I'm saying that it is time for my people to uplift and elevate across the globe. You understand? We are the people that put every other people before us. Become selfish a little bit and say you're going to elevate yourself and lift up others along with you. That's it.